रघुकुल भूषण राजीव नयना रघुकुल भूषण राजीव नयना ईश्वराम्बनन्दन सत्य साई रामा जानकी वल्लभ लावण्य रामा जानकी वल्लभ लावण्य रामा निरुपम सुन्दर सुगुणाभिरामा प्रशान्ति निलया पावन धामा प्रशान्ति निलया पावन धामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजीव नयना Saira. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः live chat out actively. Nobody is messaging. Just check. I will continue. Few big weeks before, a Rama bhajan was allocated to him. Of course, he knew well in advance after seeing the roster. A voice from within came, and incidentally, it was before the Ravi Kumar's bhajan talk where Swami had told and Ravi had shared that before singing a bhajan at the center, 25 times you have to learn the bhajan, 25 times you have to sing the bhajan, 25 times you have to internalize the bhajan, and next 25 times, including the last when you sing at the center, you will have to live with that bhajan and you will have to experience that bhajan from within and merge with Bhagavan on that day at the center. But this happened before that Ravi's talk. He had not listened to that Ravi's talk, but the inner voice came from within. Next 10 days, live in the essence of Rama. That is your basic qualification to go and render the bhajan. And Swami willed, and okay, Rama's virtues are innumerable. Okay, he is known for upholding dharma as in all capacities, as son, as husband, as brother, as friend, everything. So many. But one aspect came, it struck about Rama. That was Rama's compassion. And he was just remembering few bhajans. And incidentally, all these bhajans came at once. Dasharatha Nandana Rama, Daya Sagara Rama, Karuna Sagara, Divya Swarupa, Karuna Samudra Shirama. So one aspect was common in all these things. Ocean of compassion. Sagara, Samudra, ocean of compassion. So the voice from within conveyed that you are going to live in this one nature of Rama, compassion, throughout. And then he picked up Ramakatha Rasavahini and few other texts on Rama. He read through and then he lived. He lived. And the final bhajan rendered Raghukula Bhushana Rajivanayana was the 100th time as per Swami's this thing. It was the culmination of living for those 10, 15 days on the one essence of Rama, compassion. So this satsang is wholly based on and wholly covers only one aspect of Rama with various characters in the Ramayana, his love and his compassion, Daya Sagara. We will almost go in the sequence of the Ramayana. Sometimes, maybe here and there, the sequence might have got shifted from the starting. It is said that when Rama single handedly uh, tackled 14,000 Rakshasas of the Karadhushana army, his compassion and his respect and his love for the mothers and sisters, the womanhood. In those times, he teaches us this value, essential value. It is said that one of the warriors, though Rama knew that he is male, but still he somehow dressed himself in sari as a woman. And for that one particular aspect, Rama let him go. Rama did not kill him. That is the compassion and that is the level of respect and reverence for the womanhood which Rama gave to us. When he read through it, he was wonderstruck about Rama. We move on from the starting. Now, okay, compassion towards Kaikeyi. We all know that when next day coronation is due, and Kaikeyi invokes a couple of boons which he had Dasharatha had promised when she performed the role of the charioteer and won shoulder to shoulder with Dasharatha in a big fight. And she had invoked that Bharata will be the king and Rama will be sent to exile for 14 years. At that time, we all know that Rama, as he comes, and Dasharatha is almost, he is in the fainted stage, he is not able to talk. Kaikeyi is talking on behalf of Dasharatha, and he says that father has given me these two boons. And Rama says, for this simple thing, why did you have to even call me? You could have sent a message through some messenger, I would have proceeded. This much we all know. But talking about Rama's compassion for Kaikeyi, after the war was over, Indra was so happy with Rama that Indra brought back Dasharatha. And Dasharatha blesses Rama and says that Rama, ask what you want, I will give you. And you know what Rama asks? He says, after I was banished to forest, out of love for me, you said Kaikeyi is not your wife and Bharata is not your son and cursed them. Now you please take back the curse and be merciful to them. Dasharatha was pleased by this and granted the boon to Lord Rama. Right from Dasharatha, everyone rebuked Kaikeyi for her deeds, but Rama never complained. In spite of bearing so many hardships in life, he always treated his mother Kaikeyi with the same respect and love all his lifetime, exactly like he loved Mother Kaushalya. Lord Rama even convinces his brothers Bharata and Lakshmana to forgive Kaikeyi, his mother, and treat her with respect, reverence. Talking about Mantara, who is the who is the main character in the Ramayana behind the entire Rama story. Mantara, we know, is a mere maid, and Rama had all the authority to punish her for the conditions she instigated to Queen Kaikeyi. But Lord Rama treats her as the woman who took care of him and other brothers in their childhood and never even questioned her the reason for her doing so. Daya Sagara. Now, an important character in Ramayana, Guha. When Rama proceeds towards forest, Sita, Rama, and Lakshmana get down from the chariot. The chariot starts back to Ayodhya. Lakshmana says to Sita Mata, we almost reached the village. This is the place of our friend Guha, pointing out through the bushes. Guha is rushing towards them. Guha is trying to touch Rama's feet, but instead Rama hugs him, embraces him, and says that you are my brother. You should not prostrate towards me. You should hug me. And he hugs Guha. And that opportunity to touch Rama's feet is gone for a while. But he wins back that. We will see how. Guha asks Rama to stay there forever and let him have the pleasure of worshipping him for the rest of his life. Rama replies to Guha, oh, my dearest Guha, I am so moved by your unconditional love and devotion to me. The way you did service to me the whole of last night was indeed unmatched and impressive. However, Guha, you should remember one thing. Only if there is a small separation will there be the continuity of our healthy relationship with love and compassion. It holds true for all relationships. We say distance makes the heart grow fonder. If I'm here all the time, you will get bored to see my face. And I might also feel the same eventually over the years. Moreover, Rama says that maybe my father was not satisfied with just four sons, so he has sent me to forest to add to his list of sons. I have to take back three more sons after the exile, and you are one among them. The other two is for us to guess. It could be Hanuman and Vibhishana, Hanuman and Sugriva, whatever. But one is Guha for sure, Rama says. On hearing the words that Rama is accepting him as his own brother, Guha was so moved to tears of joy. He could not believe his ears. How can I be Rama's brother? How can that be possible? What qualification do I have to be Rama's brother? Rama senses Guha's feelings and hugs Guha with him, and with all his divine and compassion. When Guha becomes speechless and with full of tears of joy, Rama conveys this message for the bhaktas to come for yugas, that you don't need any qualification, you don't need any skill, you don't need any art, you need not even be a literate to win the grace of God. Pure heart with unconditional love for God is enough for you to even get the grace and the hug of dear Lord. Even if we have not read Shastras, even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was not a literate. He never wrote a book himself. But as the realized masters, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Ramana Maharishi are above board. Nobody can question about their realized state. Now, Guha wins his requirement. What he says, "Oh Rama, I heard the story of the stone turning into a woman, Ahalya, when your feet touched. Now that you are going to get into my boat, I don't want my boat turning into a woman when you get into it. So let me clean your feet before getting into the boat." Thus, he wins the gift of touching Rama's feet. And Rama knew the entire agenda. He smiles and he accepts. And he says goodbye to Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana with one condition, that the very next second after 14 years, if he failed to have Rama's darshan, he would leave his body. Bharata also told the same thing to Rama. Rama grants his wish with a smile. Bharata. Now coming to Bharata. We know of the famous line in the Hanuman Chalisa, "रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई." Rama is telling to Hanuman, "तुम मम प्रिय sir भरत सम भाई." Lakshmana was very near to the Lord. Lakshmana served 14 years. But still, what Rama says, "Tum mama priyas Bharat samabhai." Why? Lakshmana, though being with Rama the entire from start till the end, but he got the proximity to Rama all the time, 24 hours. So for all the service, he was continuously getting the reciprocal gift from the Lord, his proximity, samipyam. Whereas if you take Bharata's case, in the childhood, he goes to his mother's father's place, now called Kashmir. So he is there only most of the times. And even while all these Mantara Kaikeyi episodes happen and Rama leaves, he is not there. And for the next 14 years, proximity to Rama is not there. And keeping Rama's sandal on the throne, he lives the life of a renunciant all through 14 years. He wears the same forest attire of like Rama wore. Still, he administered, still he, this is the, you are separated from Rama, you are undergoing the pain of separation from Rama for 14 years. Still, you have to manage, you have to rule the country. All these hardships, all these sacrifices was not there for Lakshmana. Right? So, the usual, this has been given to you once. The usual sequence is Salokyam, Samipyam, Sarupyam, Sayujyam. To be born as contemporary of Lord, Salokyam, Samipyam, to have had the opportunity to have the darshan, sparshan and sambhashan of Swami. Sarupyam, living as per the instructions and teachings of Swami, leading a Sai ideal life. Sayujyam, merging with Swami ultimately in one birth or the other. In Bharata's case, Samipyam came later. Salokyam, okay, he was born to the same father, same place, but then he did not get the Samipyam. But all the while Rama was there in the forest, he exactly lived the life of Rama. He breathed Rama. He extolled Rama to the highest extent and worshipped Rama's sandal. And then he was living as Rama, Sarupyam. And then he gets, after 14 years, Samipyam, nearness to Rama, and merges with him. That is why Rama says, Tuma mama priya bharat samabhari. So what does this teach us? If we have ever been blessed with darshan, sparshan and sambhashan of Swami, we are the most blessed human beings on this earth. But many of us might not have got this opportunity. No worry. Sarupyam excels. Sarupyam is even more important than Samipyam. We have got all these volumes of Satyasai speaks, all the Vahinis, all the discourses available easily of our dear Lord. So many satsangs, so many study circles, so many sessions. It is important to live as per the instructions of Mother Shruti. It is important to live an ideal, Sai ideal life, even if we have not got many opportunities for darshan, sparshan, and samvaj. Bharata stands as the living example for this kind of a life. Swami writes in the Ramakatha Rasavahini, when Bharata goes and meets and uses all his logic and tries all his best to get Rama back to Ayodhya. Of course, he fails. Raghukularita sada chaliyai, prana jaye par vachana na jaye. He has given promise to his father. How can anything, the earth may go down, the sky may fall, come down, earth may go up, but his prana jaye par vachana na jaye. A promise given to him as Maryada Purushottam Ram. Nothing can stop him or hinder that promise, fulfillment of that promise. And after all the talks, and then ultimately Rama convinces Bharata, and Bharata says, Swami writes, Lord, I await your commands. For 14 years, I'll be awaiting your return and serving you in the kingdom. Show me the path by which I can feast my eyes on your lotus feet when the period of exile ends. Teach me the courage I need to survive these 14 years of separation. Rama, your subjects, their families, people residing in the vast empire, Brahmins, Pandits, all are spiritually earnest and are bound to you by feelings of reverential devotion. Swami is writing. They are they are bearing the pangs of misery only due to the love you bear unto them. I don't care even for the attainment of self-realization. If to obtain it, I am separated from you. You are aware of the inner feelings of your servants. You know their deepest desires. You can guide me and lead me to the goal here and hereafter. Tulasidas or Kabir, one of them also tell the same thing to Rama. I don't need self-realization. Because once I attain self-realization, of course, when one reaches this stage in devotion, he or she will get realization. But to reach that, this is the stage of Atmanivedana. They say, one of them, they say that once I attain self-realization and merge with you, how can these eyes then feast? Because that form will be gone. Yesterday, Swami told, na, you and I are one. So the form will be gone. How can these eyes feast your darshan, your face? How can this hand then be settled at your feet? Let this duality continues. Only when you reach this level of love, unconditional love, then whatever you say, God will take you to him. That is what Sayujyam in the path of devotion. It goes on, and suddenly Rama, in his infinite graciousness, loosened his sandals and gave them to Bharata. Unasked for, surprise, Bharata reverentially accepted them in his palms and placed them on his head. Tears streamed from his eyes like the twin rivers, the Ganga and the Yamuna. Who else, Swami, but Swami can write all these things, being the Rama himself. Bharata could not express his joy in words. These are not the sandals worn by the ocean of mercy. These are the guardians of the lives and prosperity of all mankind. These are the chests enclosing the precious treasure of Rama's brotherly love. These are the protecting doors of the fort that enshrines the royal fame of Raghu clan. And Bharata extolled the sandals and danced around them in sheer joy and thankfulness. All present fell at Rama's feet and acknowledged the sublimity of Rama's grace and compassion. Next, Sudikshana, if his memory is not failing him, Sudikshana is referred to in one of the talks in Narada Bhakti Sutra, one of the blog posts in Narada Bhakti Sutra. Two important, one Guru Nanak and Sudikshana, are explained in detail in NBS. He is disciple of Agastya. We know that Rama goes and meets Agastya. The darshan, the meeting of Sutikshana and Agastya. In the NBS talk, his state while waiting for Rama's darshan is elaborately described. Here, the darshan time. Sage Sutikshana, the pupil of renowned Agastya, came forward and prostrated before Rama. He was an incomparable devotee, and his mind was saturated with love for Rama. He had steady faith in God, that God could be won by love alone. He said, Lord, did you come so far into the region just to bless me? Can't you merge me into the Lord you are? Having come upon the earth with this visible form, do you still wish me to adore as hitherto the formless absolute? No. I love this form and this name. I don't know any rite or ritual. I know only that you, the embodiment of love, can be attained through love. He goes on, and then Sudikshana danced about, unaware of where he was or what he was doing. Tears flowed in streams down his cheeks. For those who could not gauge the inner joy he was experiencing, he appeared insane. Guru Nanak also appears insane. Meera appeared insane to the world. Rama knew the urge within the sage, drew him near, and embraced him most lovingly. He spoke softly and sweetly to bring him round to a consciousness of his surroundings. Once he is back to his consciousness, he fell at Rama's feet. He raised his hands above his head and, joining palms in adoration, expressed his joy and took delight therein. He said, Lord, your eyes are as charming as lotus. My two eyes cannot drink in all the beauty of your effulgent form. All cruelty, confusion, calamity will be burned away when a tiny glance from your eye falls on them. He extolled Rama thus and in various other forms, deriving great joy at getting the chance. And towards the end, the sage pleads to Rama, O friend and kinsman of the distressed, my wish is this: reside over in the depths of my heart with Sita and Lakshmana. Rama said, so be it. Next character, Sabari. We know the entire story, and the scene is that Sabari is giving Rama the fruit already tasted by her to confirm whether it is sweet enough to be offered to Rama. Lord Rama accepts them as the sweetest fruits he has ever tasted and mentions to Sabari that it brought him back the memories of eating food served by his mother Kaushalya. His kind word brings immense happiness to Sabari. Rama proves here, any incarnation proves this one thing, that no, the avatar or God sees no caste, creed, high or low, and it is His grace is for everyone who deserves it. It is our birthright to gain God's grace, and we can establish this birthright of ours by engaging in such a level of Purushartha. Leaving Artha to our destiny, trying as a householder, but leaving Artha to our destiny, having Kama only for attaining Lord, and whatever efforts we are doing for earning Artha, undertaking the efforts within the boundary of Dharma, Atma Dharma, ultimately to get the moksha. If we are leading the life like this, it is our birthright to deserve and win God's grace. And He is there, like He waited for Pundalika. He is waiting, He is seeing for, He is searching for such deserving bhaktas to offer Himself to the bhakta. If we are not getting realization, or if we are not able to experience the love of God 24 hours, it is not God's fault. Somewhere we are mixing up in our Purushartha. We are going excessive above board in the Artha Kama, forgetting the Atma Dharma and losing our focus on the moksha. In other religions, God is said to be punishing in some way or the other for the sins committed. In our Lord, never, He only loves. And He waits, He waits, He waits. Thousand sins you commit, still He will wait for you to feel within your heart and cry out to Lord and ask Him forgiveness. He is ever ready. And Lakshmana is stopping, trying to tell Rama, this is half eaten. Rama takes the fruit and eats it, saying, brother, these berries are so sweet. I have never tasted berries as sweet as Sabari's berries. Whomsoever offers a fruit, a leaf, a flower, a or water, phalam, pushpam, patram, toyam, with love, I take it with great joy. Now comes to the next character. We go to the Vali. We are not getting into the dialogue or the argument which Wali starts blaming Rama for hiding and then attacking him. Whereas, as a warrior, he should have come and he should have. And Rama had reasons. If you, this part, if you go and read in Ramakatha Rasavahini or any other Ramayana, you will know. We are not getting in. Our subject essence is not that. Of course, Rama convinces why he did all that. And Rama makes Wali repent for all the mistakes he had done to Sugriva. And then the last minute is approaching. Wali is about to depart. Rama's compassion for Wali. Swami writes, Wali says, "O Lord, my cleverness has failed to make you pronounce my acts as right. Now hear me. I am not a sinner at all. Had I been a sinner, how could I be floored by an arrow from the Lord's own hands? And how could I pass my last moment looking on the face of the divinity, listening to the sweet words of Lord? In other words, all his sins have been forgiven by God, and he is granting this last moment of supreme joy, his darshan to Bali. And Rama was pleased with Vali's devotion. Rama wished to announce to the world the genuine spirit of renunciation that Vali had at heart, and he said, Vali, I am restoring you to life. I am freeing you from the obligation of old age and senility. Come, have your body back again. He places his hands on Vali's head. But even while Rama was blessing him so, all these revelations, he is not sure if they are there in any other Ramayana except RKRV. Vali intervened with the prayer, Ocean of compassion, give ear to my appeal. However many attempts one might make throughout life, when bread deserts us, death cannot be avoided. At that moment, even the sovereign sages do not get your name on the tongues. I have secured a unique good fortune now. Here, when I pronounce your name, look at your form, touch your feet, and listen to your words. If I miss the chance and let it slip away, who can say how long I may have to wait for this again? Continuing to breathe, with what great achievement will I accomplish than this darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan? I do not wish to live any longer. See, these are all the anti characters in Ramayana. But see the devotion of Vali. After my eyes have feasted with your darshan, after I have touched your feet, after I have seen you, after I have engaged in sambhashan with you, I do not want to let go this moment. I don't know if I regain my age, if I regain my kingdom, I may fall trapped into ego again, and this moment may never come. So don't bless me. Lord is blessing him, almost placing his hand to restore his life back and restore his age. He says, no, I don't want this devotion. Brothers and sisters, we have to think, if at all, after having the interview, after having a sumptuous feast of darshan, sparshan, sambhashan of Swami, if we would be at that stage to tell to Swami, Swami, take me unto you. I don't want to live. Enough. With this moment, with this grace, I want to breathe last. Has our devotion reached to that level? It's a question we have to ask ourselves as Sai devotees. Lord, last word of Vali. As a result of your sight, darshan, and words, I have overcome all sense of duality and distinction. I have acquired the vision of the one apart from all the rest. The mass of consequence I had earned through my sins has been destroyed. Let the body that is burdened with the consequence be destroyed along. Don't allow another body appear and bear this burden. Thus, Wali gives up his body and merges in Rama. Jatayu. Jatayu is sharing all the story, what all happened between him and Ravana, and how Ravana injured him, and how he cut off his wings, and then how he fit in the Pushpaka Vimana, how he has gone with Mother Sita, in which direction towards Lanka, everything he shares. And he cries out to Rama and says that I could not save, I could not prevent this from happening in spite of my best efforts, Rama. I seek your forgiveness. I could not accomplish what I wanted to do. Rama displayed great interest and anxiety. O chief of birds, I shall never forget your help. The good deed you have performed will give you bliss in the next world. Do not feel sad. Thus saying, Rama dusted its wings with his own matted hair, while Lakshmana hurried to bring some water to slake its thirst and refresh it. Rama poured the water drop by drop into the bird's mouth. This is the best. Symbolically, we all know we keep the Kashi Ganges water, and then when we guess that somebody is going to leave, we try to give them the Kashi, what Ganges. But imagine Lord giving. This happened to Mohan Rao, singer of Parthi. He was admitted in the general hospital. He was about to leave. Swami left the bhajan. Swami rushed to the general hospital, and with his own hands, Swami gives 3 times water into Mohan Rao, and he breathes. Why did he get that gift from him? He was a government servant in railways. Swami used to offer him money. Swami used to offer him gifts. Swami used to tell him, why you are not having child? You have child. I will give name to your child. I will take him in my institution. He will be my son. Take. Why he got this gift of Swami giving him 3 times drops of water into his mouth before he breathes last? Here are Mohan Rao's words, which Mohan Rao Garu has shared with him personally, one to one, authenticated. He says, Swami, if we get child, our love for you will get divided between you and child. We don't want that. And Swami, leave alone child. I don't even want you. Shocking to hear this word. Hear what he says next. I don't want you also. But all that I want is that my bhakti for you to stay as it is, as fresh, as supreme as it is, till I breathe my last. Why would the Lord not come and give him 3 drops of this? I've been fortunate to hear direct from him gems of bhajan like Brahma Murari Sada Pujita, like that Krishna's bhajan, Paru Udharo Naiya More, Bhakta Saka He Bhagav, Murali Bajao Giridhar Bhav. So many bhajans straight, authenticated, learnt from him in 70s. When he used to take the alap and sing Brahma Murari, the whole hall used to echo. And of course, a caution for we singers, he also lost his voice towards the end. So, every day when we are able to sing and sing well, it is God's compassion and grace. It is not anything to do with our skills. He is, of course, Lord compassion. That is the essence of today's satsang. But if he wishes that you should lose your voice, your tongue cannot sing. Next bhajan, you cannot sing. Every Thursday, every special bhajan, every time we sing, it is only between you and so you are singing only 10,000 times only for Swami. And every time you sing, it is His gift, His grace. Imagine this person who has taught 250 Samarpan bhajans and who have been linked, as he shared in the last satsang, next April, 50th year of his singing. Doesn't know any raga, doesn't know any music, doesn't know ABCD of music. He can announce to the entire world of Sai devotees. I don't know music. How I am singing. If it is not for His grace, Swami's grace, how I could sing? Leave alone singing, how could I teach bhajans? And teach bhajans, not simpler bhajans, bhajans like Krishna Keshava, Gopi Madhava, Dam, la 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 la. Bhajans like Dasharatha Nandana Ram, bhajans like uh, Bhagavan Sai Baba. How could I ever imagine of teaching such bhajans without his compassion? No, zero knowledge of music. Nothing I know about music. And the fingers which used to play on the desk in school days before coming to Swami for all the Kishore songs, those fingers started playing roughly on their own. How can all this happen? When you might not know, there was one Chaudhary sir, music sir, who used to teach in music in ISG. When he went and shared once that Gopalan uncle is there in Parthi, he has referred about him without naming him in so many satsangs. He has been a real source of inspiration for him. when he evolved spiritually to reach where he reached. His two sons, one plays sitar, used to play sitar, and another one used to play veena. He's talking maybe 15 years before. Now they are not there. They had not learned formal sitar, formal veena at all. And as a musician, he could not accept. When I shared with him that with Swami's grace, they started playing sitar and they started playing veena, Chaudhary sir told it is impossible. Without the knowledge of raga, without the knowing the notations, without knowing the music, you cannot play. What to tell him that how I am playing Duffy? What to tell him how I am singing bhajans? Bhajans taught like Mohana Murali Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda. Only one thing Swami gave from his childhood: memory and retention. Otherwise, how the bhajan taught in 19 learnt in 1975, like Murali Dhara Murahara Natavara 75. One Iyengar auntie used to sing Nanganallur, plus all his grace. So, drive home lesson is the whole when the whole world comes and applauds you and appreciates you and hugs you. Ah, Adi, how you sang. Ah, Sham, how you played harmonium. Ah, Devi, how you sang. Ah, Sautyaji, how you sang. Be humble to the core, because without His grace you cannot play. Without His grace we cannot see. He says cancer cancelled and cancer goes. And what if he says your music stopped? What will happen? Every moment we get appreciation, heart of heart, heart of heart, we should cry out to Swami and say, Your grace. It should be felt. Not enough if you tell this, all His grace. From the core of heart, it should. This voice will go after 50 years, 50. One day he misses the beat, or one day he misses the briga, that will be his last day of singing. He will retire gracefully. Will not sing. We digressed for a while, but it flowed. He could not control. Ahalya. Vishwamitra takes Rama to Ahalya, and Swami writes, as Rama moved towards Ahalya, the vibrations that emanated from his feet brought a new surge of life into her petrified form. Ahalya was, until that moment, immersed in austerity. She was far away from the eyes of gods, demons, and men. She had forgotten her name and lost her form. The story we can all read that due to some curse, she had become rock, and she was told that God will walk into you one day and He will touch you, and then you will regain your form. She merely existed as a piece of rock. As Rama neared her, his foot touched Ahalya. She immediately clung to the feet of Rama and prayed to him to forgive her and shower grace on her. Ahalya raised her head and seeing the divinely charming form of Rama, she held the feet, exclaiming in ecstasy, "Ah, I am saved. Oh God, God, you came to me to save me from sin. Your heart is moved at last." At that moment, Gautama too, who was the master of the mysteries of yoga, appeared before them, for he knew that Rama had come and rescued his wife. He accepted her, purified by rigorous austerity and blessed by Rama. Both husband and wife fell at the feet of Rama and Lakshmana, who were both overwhelmed by Ananda they had. Gautama offered reverence and homage to Vishwamitra. The bond of disciples was amazed at the wonder they witnessed. They looked at the brothers at the fixed gaze of wonder. We are skipping Vibhishana for want of time. Some other time we can share. Moving to Hanuman. And before that, his compassion for a squirrel. Even a little squirrel also gets recognized by Rama for its small efforts to build a huge bridge between Bharat and Lanka. Looking at the efforts of the little squirrel, Lord Rama strokes it fondly, and his fingers make a mark on its body, which remained as the greatest gift of love of Lord Rama, even till date. In squirrels, you can see the borderlines. Hanuman, what to talk about? Hanuman, when he sees Rama, he immediately recognizes Rama as divine and prostrates at Rama's feet, vowing his steadfast and lifelong devotion. Rama reciprocates Hanuman's adoration and exceptional talents. This initial meeting lays the groundwork for the legendary and much revered love and friendship. Rama is a massive admirer of Hanuman's tenacity and bravery. Retrospectively, Hanuman believes that Lord Rama is his Lord and his master. Hence, there is commitment and endearment towards each other, mutual love, mutual reverence. It was not that Rama was the master, and though he said, "I am your servant," but it was a relationship of mutual admiration, mutual love, mutual reverence, mutual respect. Unique, most unique relationship ever to have got projected in any mythological story. Their bond is built on trust, not individual liking, individualism. Rama always assigns Hanuman vital responsibilities such as tracking down Sita and delivering his word to her. We all know the story of gem that Hanuman throws away, and then how Hanuman opens his heart, chest, and how Rama and Sita are seen in his chest. That is fine. But Swami writes, what happens after he has shown Rama in his chest, on his chest? Swami writes, Lord Rama himself writes, what happens? What happened? Rama called Hanuman and warmly embraced him. He asked him, Hanuman, what can I offer you on this occasion? I have no gift worthy of to be given to you. I am giving myself as my gift. Then he offered his body to be clasped by Hanuman's hands. The assembly was moved into shouts, Jai, Jai, at this unique acts of grace. They praised Hanuman and declared that there was no one in all the worlds to equal him. What Swami says, what Rama says, I have nothing else to offer you, worthwhile, which I can consider worthwhile to offer to you, to such a bhakta. So I have left with no other option. Take me. I am offering myself. Not to leave Ravana towards the end. The last portion when Ravana is about to die, Swami writes, Rama shot a bunch of 31 arrows at the same instant on Ravana. They darted like deadly cobras. One arrow entered the nectar jar which Ravana had underneath his navel. The rest, the 30, sliced off his heads and hands. When the heads and limbs rolled on the ground, they hooped about and rose and fell into a frantic dance. Leave this. What happens next? Ravana rid himself of life and reached heaven. The day was the 14th day of the bright half of Chaitra month, the second spring month. That instant, this is important. A host of heavenly drums resounded from the sky. Ravana's splendorous spirit merged in Rama. Struck by that vision, the monkey warriors were aghast with wonder. They exclaimed with one voice, Jayatu Jayatu Rama, victory, victory to Rama. Even the so called enemy seen with worldly eyes is not an enemy to Lord. The Lord graces even Ravana's spirit to merge unto him. Can there be any more compassionate than Rama, or Rama incarnated as Saira? If he were to talk on Rama's compassion towards Lakshmana, Sita, all the sages in the Chitrakoot, Ayodhyavasis, all the Vanarasena, and so on and so forth, one day is not enough. With all the above stories filling his heart with supreme love, when he went and sat in the Sai center and Omkar started, he looks at that Swami in that white robe and asks, how I am going to see? And this question is perennial, eternal. Every bhajan, when the mic is placed, he switches on the mic, he asks, how I am. So, needless to say, he has put the condition to Swami already. Come, sing to me. I cannot. I can either love you or sing. I cannot do both. So I will keep loving you. I can keep remaining in the ananda of your love. You better take the role of singing through me. 25 years this has been happening. 24 years. Most profusely last 6, 7 years. Many thoughts flashed on Sai's compassion, bhajans related to Swami's compassion. दया सागरा करुणा करा जगदीश्वरा साईश्वरा and Guruji's bhajan गुण गंभीरा प्रणवाकारा चिदानंद रूपा दया सागरा चिदानंद रूपा करुणा सागरा साईश्वरा जय जगदीशा. Needless to say, Swami took over and sang through him. Raghukula Bhushan Rajiv Nayana Ishwarambanandana Satya Sai Rama. Now he is singing their Hidivas. 100% he is confirmed, he knows that Swami sings through him. Otherwise, with the overwhelming love, overwhelming bliss in his heart, he cannot focus on the tala, he cannot focus on the brigas, he cannot focus on the raga, whichever raga he doesn't know, whatever raga it is, he cannot do justice to the composer of that bhajan. But how about Swami, Nada Brahmama, from whom Omkar emanated, from whom the primal sound came, Sankirtana Priya. When he sings through me, then last 5 minutes. But for Sai's compassion, almost all of us would have been burnt to ashes for all the sins which we have committed in our life and continue to commit in our life. But Swami said, I have not come like Rama with the Kodanda. Okay, I have not come like Krishna with the Chakra. I have come with the most powerful weapon, the weapon of love, to transform you, not to punish. This Lord does not know what is punishment. Otherwise, would we be sitting like this? The whole world may not know, but Swami knows, and we know what all sins we commit at gross level, at subtler level, and even if not explicitly at the level of thought. Through love, classic example sitting before you, Swami transformed him topsy turvy inside out through his love. Back in 2000, he wanted to leave everything, family, everything, and just go and work in hospital or in ashram, institute, university, at whatever salary they give. He just needed one room and 2 square meters. He wanted to leave the world. And this has happened many times in his life. He goes and sits in the Sai Kulwant hall. Swami comes and he cannot express adequately in through words as much pain he was undergoing, as much pain was there in his eyes, the same pain was in Swami's eyes. Seeing his bhakta suffering creates vibhuti, gives a place, and then shows feet and please go. And then sprinkles that vibhuti, leftover vibhuti, sprinkles all over the face of his bhakta and sends him back, because later on in 2004, 2005, in the vision, he said that you there also once he told that Swami, today I Dina Dukhiyo se I am singing, and when the bhajan ends, I should merge at your feet. I should not breathe. I don't want to live anymore. Like Wali said, but he says in the vision that I need you to work for me. I will work from Parthi. You work from Muscat. I need you to play a role in my nature. How can he let him die and merge with him? The stupid fellow did not understand anything till 2011 what Swami meant, unless things unfolded on their own. 2001, he goes, and what happens? The beauty, I'll say. 2001, June, all the Muscat people had come, seated along with Tiwariji. Swami comes straight to him and stands with his feet touching Satya's legs for 10-15 minutes. What all Satya would have done, he doesn't recall. Maybe tears would have dropped on his feet. And how many times, like mad, how many times he would have kissed Swami's feet, he doesn't remember. Swami be, was there to bear all the stupid, foolish, childlike acts of his bhakta, because he saw the bhakti. Tiwariji, how many times we have discussed about that scene? Me and Tiwariji. And then again he goes in August. August he was leaving. August 23rd he came here. August first week again he was in Parthi, showing the offer letter, and Swami touches, and then Swami is very romba santosh, because Swami knew what all is going to unfold for Satya, and what all ways Swami is going to use him in his mission, in a squirrel, in a small way, whatever. And then what to talk about the last darshan of 2010, transformed totally. He knew there when he gave Vibhuti and he sent back Satya, he knew whatever contribution he is going to give to Sadan through Samarpan, and whatever little role he has to play through teachings, through satsang talks, through sessions, through the YouTube channel talks, through the blog post, etc., etc. He knew that he is going to give him numerous visions in 2004, 2005. He knew everything. He is Lord. He can see past, present, and future. We don't know what is going to happen to us next day. As we end today's satsang, Sai is descending on the earth in this Kali Yuga. Sai is childhood. Sai is youth. Sai declaring him as Avatar, 20th October. His very existence in the human form, his mission, the hospitals, the universities, the water projects that he took up, his daily talks, his numerous discourses from Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, Avatar Day, 1940, up to 2010 October or November. That was this last talk. His all his expressions, his silence, his walking, his talking, his smiling, his scolding, his so-called punishing, everything is his compassion. To to remove the dust that we verily are and to make us shine as gold, Bangar. How fortunate are we to have been born in this contemporary phase when Sai walked in front of us. Sai spoke in front of us. And for few, Sai gave Pada Namaskar. And for still very few, he gave interview. And then told, inner view is more important than these interviews. And for him, what all? What he would have been if Swami had not transformed him. What he would have been if he had not been showered in boundless compassion by this avatar. He shivers when he thinks what I would have been without Swami. How grateful we have to be to Swami that A, in the contemporary world we were born when Swami walked on this earth in Puttaparthi. B, somehow or in some manner, he brought us into his fold. He kept us under his Chatra Chaya. He made us worthy of calling ourselves as Sai devotees. And to some, he made us worthy to sing his glory. And to other few, he made us worthy to work in his organization in some capacity. And above all, he blessed us to remember him incessantly, to keep our focus on him, and like it was given in the last satsang on the Dharma Vahini, only goal, Atma Dharma. With all our mundane activities and actions and dharmas and thoughts, words, deeds, getting illuminated by that floodlight of Atma Dharma, what is that? To reach and merge unto him, never to come back. Like the salty river goes and merges into the ocean, never to regain its nature of salty taste. To merge into that Prema Sagara, Sahira. How much grateful we have to be. Every day, from the morning till night, if we are not grateful for whatever Swami is for us, the life is not worth living. Whatever we may attain, we may become the king of a country. Life is not worth it. There is no place for ungrateful in this Sai kingdom. Let us breathe his compassion. Let us live his compassion. Let us feel and experience his compassion and love. And what, what do we reciprocate? For all the compassion and love he bestows on us day in and day out, we will promise to Him to reform ourselves, to transform ourselves, and offer Him like Phalam Patram Pushpam Toyam, offer ourselves with all our purity at His lotus feet. That is the best we can offer. Jai Sai Ram.